This is Sophie Heller, and this is an ACT English punctuation question. We'll see in this question that punctuation can really change the meaning of a sentence. So let's look at our sentence. It's a pretty long sentence, this sentence 3, so I think it'll be helpful to just read it and get an idea of what the author's going for. So the author tells us, supposedly, only a handful of us possess the required necessary intelligence for math. That means the rest of us are living on borrowed time till we make an error and reveal our mathematical incompetency to the rest of the world. So you see how I had this pause here. The reason that you'd want to pause here is because we have, in sentence 3, we have two separate ideas. So we have this first idea that only some of us have this math knowledge. And the second idea, which is that it means that the people who don't have this math knowledge are living on what the author calls borrowed time. So borrowed time in that they're only alive until everyone knows how bad at math they are. So these are two separate ideas that we're going to want to find a way to separate and not make the sentence run on. So let's look at our choices. Our first choice, we have math that means. So this is not great because even though math is singular and means of the verb is also singular, we don't want to talk about math meaning something. So we don't want to say that only some of us have the required math intelligence that means the rest of us are living on borrowed time. So having this math intelligence doesn't mean that the rest of us are on borrowed time. This concept of being on borrowed time is a related thought. It has to do with this first part of the sentence, but it's not this math itself that means that we're living on borrowed time. It's just related to these people not having the math. So we don't want to connect these two. We don't want to use choice 2 because, so here we have this verb is plural. So if you were looking at it from the perspective of mean going along with math, it wouldn't work because this is plural, but in any case, we're not looking for mean to go along with math. We want to say that means. So sentence about math, or part of the sentence about math, and then that means that we're living on borrowed time. So we don't ever say that mean because that is singular and mean is a plural. So that's not going to make sense. Our next two answer choices put punctuation between math and that, which is going to be good because we're trying to separate these two thoughts of some people having math intelligence, so what we see here, and some people not having it and are thus on borrowed time. So let's see what the right punctuation to put between this is. So this is a standalone sentence. So this sentence, only a handful of us possess the required math intelligence, this part. This can stand alone. So this is a sentence. And that means the rest of us are living on borrowed time until, okay, so this is also a sentence because we have that, which is our subject, means, which is our verb, and then we have this really long object. The rest of us are living on borrowed time. So this is also a standalone sentence. So since we have two standalone sentences, we don't want to put a comma between them because that would be a comma splice. So a comma can only connect two things that are dependent. Or it can't connect two thoughts that can stand alone. So it won't be able to connect two things that could stand alone as sentences if they had to. So that's not going to be good. Choice 3 is good because it has a semicolon, which is a great way, besides separate sentences with a period, to connect two sentences. It also preserves the meaning in that we have this sentence 1 about people being good at math and sentence 2 about other people being on borrowed time. So it's the right meaning of the sentence too. So choice 3 is the correct answer.